Hey everybody, WCWA Boss Man here, and I just want to do a quick video about something that isn't related to wrestling or what's been going on in wrestling or my business or anything like that. This video is kind of pertaining to my disability of cerebral palsy. And here's my question. Why do people in everyday life like to stare at me or like to stare at me and my wife when we're together? Why do people kind of laugh or look real befuddled at my choice of profession of being a promoter? If anybody can answer this question for me in some way, I'd really appreciate it, because sometimes I don't know why people are the way they are. I don't understand it one bit. You know, my wife and I will be walking together in a store and people stare at us and give us really weird looks, and usually I pay no attention to it, but sometimes it's just their looks and their reactions to us are so outlandish that I can't help but look. And then you have the times where people ask, what do you do with your time? And I'll sit there and I'll tell them, I'm a sports entertainment or wrestling promoter. I'm a businessman. I like to do several different things as related to business. And when I tell them this, they look at me with this astonished look on their face. And then they ask me, why do you do that? Why don't you just, sit home and just relax? And when people tell me or ask me that, I sit there and say, why? Is it just because I'm in a wheelchair that you think I should just sit home and play video games all day? Is it because I don't or can't walk like a normal person that you think I shouldn't try to lead a normal, successful, and fulfilling life? Now, granted, for some folks, staying home and playing video games all day would be extremely rewarding, fulfilling, and successful for them, but I'm not them. I'm driven to be a good businessman, a good promoter, a good friend, a good person within my community. I look to give back to my community with helping with community projects and things with young people, because I like to bestow some of my knowledge and philosophy about life and how to handle life to young people, to try to guide them to the best possible life for them. And I don't think I should sit home and just rest on my laurels, so to speak. I believe that I should be who I am and do what I'm doing and be successful at what I do. Because if I don't do that, then I'm not working up to my best potential as a disabled person and as a human being. And you might say, why do I think that if I stayed home, I'm not working up to my best potential as a disabled person? Why I say this is because everybody in an average world looks at a disabled person and says, okay, they have a disability, they have a handicap, there's certain things they're not going to be able to do. I've had doctors tell me I would never write, walk, or talk, and I do all three. Or used to be able to do all three, I should say. I've had people tell me that I would never become a businessman, and I am. I've had people tell me that having a wife and a family wouldn't be possible, and it is, because I have it. And I've also had people tell me that moving to Florida was a foolhardy and irrational decision. Now, I'm living in Florida. I'm doing okay, but, it is what it is, and I'm happy, and I have my wife, and I have a dog, and I have friends, and we're about to embark on a great journey of doing our first wrestling show. But that's just me, and that's the person I am. So again, I want to ask all my quote-unquote normal able-bodied friends out there, why do folks believe that somebody like me shouldn't do all of the things we're doing and that I'm doing? Why do people want to pigeonhole folks like me into that group of disabled folks who, again, I love, but can't do what us more able disabled folks can do? And if anybody can answer this question for me, I'd really appreciate it. And again, stupid answers won't be acknowledged at all. But again, this is WCWA Bossman, and I will catch you all next time.